Hey everyone, Hassan here, and I got another Ressha Sentai ToQger review for you today. This is the Renketsu Bazooka, the connection bazooka. This is kind of the main sort of weapon, or rather not the main weapon, but each of the ToQgers have their own little weapon that then combines to make a big bazooka. And we get a tiny little toy. So this is it right here. It does come with the Energy Ressha that you can see right there. First things first, let's take a look at the box, and then I will show you the actual bazooka in detail. So you got bigger packaging because obviously it's a bigger item. You have the 5 ToQger all with the bazooka there. Some great, promo shots of the show and everything. Awesome stuff right there. Image of the toy. You have the Energy Ressha. It says Renketsu Bazooka. So there you have that. On the side, you have the green and pink there, and then red, blue, and yellow all on there. Then here you have this. So I don't know all of the weapons names, so I apologize. I'm not I'm not like the best at memorizing all that stuff, but you have all the 5 individual weapons, and they'll combine right there. So with that being said, let me show you all of the individual pieces. Alright, so here they are. These are all of the individual items here. So let's take a look at them one by one. We'll start off with the main red one right here, the one for Toqoh Ichigo. So this is it right here. This is his sword. The design is certainly very interesting. Yeah, I think if you watch MMPR Toys videos, I think Bruno pretty much talked about his thoughts on the design, or at least he couldn't really get much words out. He was too busy laughing. So that'll tell you all you need to know. But still, it's a decently sized toy there, and there's an on-off switch for sounds and everything. So I will show you all of that later. But yeah, there's that. So on to the next one. Here is the one for pink. Now, if you haven't noticed already, there's kind of a trend here, which is that these are very small compared to what's on the show. Pink's on the show is probably huge, and she would use it to swipe at enemies. This thing is very tiny. It fits like 3 of my fingers. Yeah, that's about it. About 3 of my fingers in there. Which I mean, it isn't too bad, but it's still, compared to what's on the show, it's very tiny. It doesn't do anything. This one just is as you can see right there. But it's not too bad, I guess. Then we have blue. So this is the one for blue. Another very basic one here. It doesn't really do anything. You have the little trigger here, but it doesn't do much in the standalone mode. Once it's all connected is when the trigger actually has some sort of functionality. So again, very basic. Yellow's is very shrunk. She has a giant hammer that she can use, and the only bad guys that you will be using this hammer on are maybe like the 5-inch Super Mega Force X-Borg figures. That's maybe a good size for them, but otherwise this thing is very tiny. It's got some nice little detail on it. Like, it looks kind of cool with the paint and everything. Kind of neat, I guess, but it's so tiny. It's like, this is like a little baby hammer. Like, what is this? I don't know. And then we have the axe right here, which the handle is so short. Can't really even grip it that well. But this is it. There's the inside of it there. But this is the little axe, so, yay, you get that right there. So that's that. So I mean, each of them look kind of neat. They're individual items, but they're so tiny that they all just individually are just kind of lame to me personally. It's just I don't know. I'm not really big on it because they're too tiny. But combined, I think is where this toy really shines. So let's do that. So I have the red one right here. And by the way, so let me turn this on. So the red one is the only one that has sounds. So there's an on switch, and I can push the trigger and it'll play sounds. So did you hear that? So after you do it 4 times, it plays a unique sound. So that's kind of neat that they added that to the sound. Holding it down isn't going to do anything, but... So anyways, there's that. And so what you can do is you can slide this in, and it clicks into place. If you ever want to remove it, you just hold down this tab and then you can slide it out. But otherwise, it clicks right into place. And this part here you can fold in, and this kind of clicks in like that. So there you have that part of the bazooka there. All right, set that aside, and we'll bring up this here. So what you can do is you can take the piece for Pink, and it just kind of slides in like that. You see this little, oops, I'm covering it up. This little hole right here connects in with the peg right there. So it just kind of slides in and just clicks into place like that. So nothing too fancy there. And the little hammer just kind of sticks in right at the top there. So again, nothing fancy with that. So there you have it. So now when you actually do combine these, it's going to start playing a sound, and then it's going to keep on going and going and going. I do want to show you the Ressha that it comes with, which is the Energy Ressha. And this thing, it's rather small, but I think it looks kind of neat. It's got some silver, you know, on the front and back, which looks kind of nice. I do like the silver. And the bottom is kind of, you know, translucent a little bit. You can kind of see through it. You have this interesting little gold stuff inside, which looks kind of cool. So overall, I mean, I think it looks kind of neat. It's very it's like small and stuff. It's you know, kind of an interesting little design, but I think it looks kind of cool. It would have been nice if the thing in the middle like rotated or something. That would be fun, but no, it's stationary in there. It's not going to do anything. So what you can do with this, so let me actually connect it first, and then you'll hear some sounds. Hold on 1 second. So ready, and... So it just keeps going and going and going and plays the sound over and over and over and over and over. So I'm going to turn this off. So until you actually fire it. So personally, I wish that once you connected it, then you could do something to trigger that sound. Having it automatically start when you connect it is kind of annoying. Anyway, so what you can do with this is you can slide this thing on. Oh, and it goes on this way, I think. So this one, it's a little weird to slide this thing on. So you do this, and then you can kind of push forward, and it clicks into place. But I think that looks kind of like, in order to take this thing off, you kind of have to like slide it back. And you know, I've been looking through the instructions, I've been trying to find a better way. I feel like I might be like scratching up the bottom of the Ressha. So I actually am kind of afraid to keep doing this thing over and over and over, but that's the only way that I can see to connect it. I don't see how else you can do that. You can use any Ressha, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out. Any Ressha will work. The sounds will all be the exact same. It won't matter which Ressha you use, but you can use any of them. So you have this there, but anyways, so let me actually disconnect this first. So you can hold down this tab on this side, on the blue, and then slide this off. So let's turn this on. Let's connect it and then get it ready. And then what you can do is you push the trigger, and then the Ressha will fire. So ready, and go! So that's a fun little sound. And now pushing the trigger plays this sound. Holding it down doesn't do anything. But then you can slide this back. And then it starts the sound again. So as soon as you put it back, the sound starts. So you can't ever have this sitting here waiting to go with the sound on, because then it starts playing, you know. So it's kind of, I would have wished it would have stopped here, and then I could maybe push a button to get the sound to start. I don't know. But anyways, that's still fun. I'll kind of point it at the camera. Ready? actually fun though. I do like, I think this individual, here, I'm turning the volume off because that can get obnoxious. I think the individual weapons are very tiny, and the combined one is relatively tiny as well, but it still is kind of a nice fit, you know, a nice little fun, almost like a slightly large blaster, if you will. And I love doing this and firing the Ressha. It's very satisfying. Very, very cool. And like I said, you can use any of the other Ressha with this. I'm not going to do too many of them because I'm afraid of like messing up some of them. This thing, it really seems like it's like scratching this up. So that's one big downside with it. I think I can't figure out a way to make it easier to use there. So here's like the red Ressha, you know, in case you wanted to use that. So we'll do this, slide it in, and as you can see, it will fire that as well. So I'll kind of show you. So that's pretty cool. And because it's longer, it's going to stick, you know, out more like that. So there's that. But I don't want to, ow, I like had my finger back there. I don't want to mess this thing up, you know, too much. So I'm not going to really do too much of that. But very fun, and you know, you can see it's very satisfying to fire the thing there. So that's kind of neat. And I'll do a size comparison and stuff a little bit later. But I do have, oops, it's blurry focus. The Energy Ressha, I did want to show one or two other things that you can do with it. So I have the Toq Changer right here. So let's turn this on. Let's put this in. Alright, so this is Energy Ressha. So you can morph with it as well to the Henshin. It will default to Toqiichigo. So there you go. You can also do the Summon Ressha sound. That's a pretty neat little sound. So each of the Ressha make their own unique little sound. So that's a cool one. You can also do the transfers, and again, just like with Scope and Shield, this one defaults to Toqiichigo. So let's transfer to the red Ressha. So when Toqiichigo from, oops, what am I doing? Turn that off. Toqiichigo Toqiichigo just energy to red. But now I'm going to do the Henshin to Toqnigo first. And now you'll see I can use Toqnigo, transfer from blue Ressha to Energy Ressha. And then I can transfer to Scope Ressha, for example. I don't think I did that right. Did I? Oh, I did. So there you have it. Like I said, you can keep transferring trains and everything. So that's always really nice that you have that, that functionality there. The other thing that you can do is this then can combine with ToQoh as well. So I'm getting ToQoh over here, getting him ready. So there's ToQoh. I'll kind of pan up and show him there. This combination is nothing that fancy. So you just kind of take off either one, but the box shows taking off pink Ressha. Here's the Energy Ressha, and bam, you have now combined with ToQoh. No little gimmick that, just like the Shield Ressha opens up, this one doesn't do anything. It just kind of is there like that. You know, it's an interesting, you know, you're adding some silver, right? So some cool little stuff and homage to Orion now, because, you know, we have a Silver Ranger on the show on Super Mega Force, so now we can have some fun with silver and ToQoh, I guess. I don't know. But basically, it's another neat little thing that you can do. More options is always nice. So, there's that. So that is the Energy Ressha. Let me do a brief little comparison, size comparison with the bazooka. Alright, so here I have the bazooka right here, and as you can see, it's pretty small compared to the stuff that they show on the show. So, yeah, I mean, it still is, you know, it fits nicely in the hand, it's still kind of neat, and the combined form, I think, looks pretty cool overall. I think it's a fun little weapon. Just do keep in mind that it is small compared to what you might expect, but it's still fun to kind of, you know, blast it. You put the Ressha on here and you fire and everything. That's still pretty cool. So there's that. A little comparison if you have the blaster for Toqoh. So here's the size comparison there. So the bazooka is, as you know, taller than that, I guess. It is longer than that. But both still pretty interesting toys there. Comparison with the Gosei blaster from Megaforce. Very tiny there. The Super Megaforce one, I don't even know why I'm comparing this. This thing is just trash anyways, so there's that. This is the one with the training set, I think. But whatever. There's the bazooka. Or bullzooka with the bazooka. So this one it's a bit closer, but still the bullzooka is not as long. And the deluxe Super Mega Saber, this is basically the same length, kind of. So if you want, you know, something to kind of match the length of this, there you have it. Although this one has more weight to it because of all the stuff there. So there's that. So that is that. This is the bazooka. And, you know, overall, I think it's okay. You know, I think the individual weapons are kind of lame just because how small they are. And I think the combined form is small, which kind of sucks, but it still looks kind of cool, and it's fun to blast, you know, the Ressha and everything. That's kind of neat. Although I am afraid of, like, scratching up the Ressha and kind of messing them up. You do get the Energy Ressha with it as well. This is the only way to get this right now, unless I guess they'll have candy toy versions or something. I don't know. But this thing, it looks kind of neat. You know, it's very small, though, kind of basic, but still kind of neat nonetheless. And you get another sound in the Toq Changer, and it combines with Toqoh. So, hey, there you go. So that's that. If you guys have any more questions or anything, please post them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer them for you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Got lots more ToQger reviews on the way. Got the tank Ressha, the car carrier Ressha, the diesel Ressha, the special rainbow Ressha, all of that fun stuff on the way. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for all that. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.